when it comes to high achieving communities with high achieving students, is there a real risk? Is there a risk? This is a softball question, but like, are our kids really at risk in these environments?
Right. So in 2019, 2 national policy reports came out that found these kids were officially an at-risk group, meaning they were 2 to 6 times more likely to suffer from clinical levels of anxiety and depression. So not just like occasional blues, clinical levels of anxiety, depression, and that they were 2 to 3 times more likely to suffer from substance abuse disorder than the average American teen. And it is because of what these researchers were finding is this excessive pressure to achieve. So, when I was growing up in the 70s and early 80s, I wanted to achieve. I still am a high achiever. I love to succeed. I wanted to be, I wanted to get good grades. I wanted to be the president of this and that. But it didn't define my life the way so many of the young people I spoke to said it made them feel. It made them feel like their worth was tied to their grades, that they were only worthy when. And I interviewed like 500 kids. I'd love to read you a couple of open-ended questions because these, their answers in the survey that I conducted, these were mostly college students that wrote in. I said, what do you wish the adults in your life knew about the pressure you felt in high school? And they said things like, I wish they would have understood that grades weren't everything. Their pressure to be an overachiever was the catalyst for my anxiety and depression issues. It felt like it felt like my worth was tied to my grades. And the last one that I excerpt here, I wish my parents knew that it was okay for me to get less than perfect grades sometimes. It's okay not to be exceptional in everything. So what I was finding was different today than it was when we were growing up, is that every success set a new floor. So if a kid did really well in math, now they were expected to do even better. What's the next level? You're good at chess? Now let's bring it to the national level. You're good at tennis? Now we need to get you a USTA ranking. Every pursuit, there was like a measure of success tied to it. And it had, those kids felt like they had to be exceptional. And that's just not a realistic way to go through life. You can't, as this child said, you can't be exceptional in everything. Yeah. Nobody's asking you to be. But that is the message they are receiving from the environment, that they have to be, that they're only worthy when they are exceptional.